Hello, everyone. So this week is Diversity Week at Wayne Trail, and you might not know what that's all about, but I'm here to tell you a little bit about what we're doing this week at Wayne Trail. The goal for Diversity Week is to create an awareness of diversity, develop an appreciation of others, embrace our differences, and learn from one another. Now, you might be wondering why we're doing it this week. Well, if you think about it, last month in February was Black History Month. The month of March is actually Women's History Month. So I thought it was a good in-between talking about diversity as a whole. So I want to go over some things today about this week and why it's important to celebrate diversity. You might notice with my shirt, the tie-dye shirt, multicolored, different variety of colors in there, everything from red, yellow, blue, orange, and some pink as well. And just like all of us have different types of clothing, and in public schools it's kind of unique because you guys get to wear, within some limits, different types of clothing to express yourself in different ways. So that's kind of neat. You notice also in my hand, you'll be receiving this today, and it's a wristband that I want all of you to wear this entire week and beyond. And on this wristband, it says, treat others the way you want to be treated. And on the inside, it says, different colors, different cultures, one world. Now, if you look behind me, this bulletin board created by Ms. Starviarski, which was excellent. A couple things to learn from here. You notice on this side, we have a Guatemalan worn embroidered dress. And if you take a look at it in the hallway, you'll notice how intricate and detailed it is. It's not something they just printed off and mass produced. It's something that took a long time to hand sew and something that's a part of their culture. So diversity is also about different cultures, different backgrounds that we all come from. And you also notice this one world that we all live on. And you'll notice with the saying at the top, it says, diversity is the one thing we all have in common. How true that is. And if you look at some of these pictures here, and maybe some of you have some background or heritage from some of these pictures. I know I do. This one over here is Germany, and my ancestors and my last name is German. Also some other ones from Mexico, India, and Peru. Over here, Nigeria, Sweden, Thailand, and Japan. I know we have some students from China as well. So it's really neat, and that's really what is unique about this week. It's really cool that we can celebrate all of our differences and all of our backgrounds. You'll notice starting tomorrow that we have a student coming on announcements in the morning to talk to us and give us a greeting in their language and tell us how to say hello or good morning in their language. We'll have someone from India, from China, from Thailand, and also from the Philippines this week that we have right here in our school, that they were born there, learned about their language and their culture, and they came to America with their parents to experience America. And now they're at Wayne Trail, which is awesome as well. Notice this other cloth we have over here. This is a Nigerian tunic, or also clothing or attire to wear. And this is also cool because depending on the style of clothing here, I just learned this last week, depending on the style, it talks about the different tribes or the different family that that person is from. So not only is it just a print, but depending on what the print looks like is what tribe or family that they're from. So that's also pretty unique. Now, diversity can mean so many different things. It could mean how tall we are. It could mean what jobs we have. You know, whether I'm a cowboy in a ranch, roping cattle and trying to make a living, maybe even as a farmer, or let's say I'm a construction worker, you know, working hard, making buildings or putting up telephone poles, all sorts of things. Everyone has a job, and again, diversity in the job world is also important so that different things can happen. Or maybe I'm even a singer in a mariachi band, and maybe you're an artist. Maybe you have some creative side where you produce music or even visual effects as well with technology. We're so diverse in many different ways, we probably don't even realize it. But this week, I want you to realize how important diversity is and really to embrace it and celebrate that as much as possible. Also, with these wristbands, you'll get a little pledge card, and this is a pledge card turn-in box, and it says on it, My pledge. I know the world is a brighter place thanks to all the different colors and cultures. That is why I pledge to respect everyone and treat others the way I want to be treated. Put your name and date it right there. Once you sign this, you can put this in the black box, which is close to the entrance of the school next to the Lost and Found. And at the end of the week, I'm going to draw for some prizes because you made that pledge. And eventually, we'll give these cards back to you. You can put that pledge on your locker, and hopefully it stays there the rest of the year so you reflect and think about diversity and the way you want to be treated and how important that is. The last part of this, something to think about. Way back in the 1950s and 60s, basketball shoes really all looked the same. I'm a big basketball fan, and if you look back then, they all pretty much the same colors of shoes. They were black, they were white, they were red. Today, shoes are popular, and today we have dozens of athletic shoes, everyone from tennis shoes to basketball to running, or some just for walking. And that's a good thing. If you think about it, it's a good thing. We have all different types of shoes. We have all different types of clothing as well, as I just talked about. And this means that shoe companies understand that their customers, not just their shoes, come in many different colors and sizes and shapes. Now, this old English proverb states, variety is the spice of life. Variety means having a selection of different things. Variety makes life more interesting. And today, to be aware of different people and how special all of us are, we need to take notice and how wonderful that makes our world. So everything from the food we eat too is diverse. And on Friday, one of the highlights of this week is we'll get to sample foods from all around the world. So this is something to think about this week. This is Dr. Niederhaus. Make it a great week, make good choices, and have fun.